When will some of the best prospects in the country be taking their official visit to Georgia? That's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Now, before I get into it, you can read the entire list, or at least the early visitor list, over on Dawg. So make sure you're doing that, because I'm not going to talk about everyone that I have confirmed, but I do want to share a lot of great insight and recruiting notes for you today, because it's a massive list early on, and they still have some top targets who have still not yet announced when they'll be taking their official visit, but we've got a massive list over on the website, so check that out. But let's dig into it, right? Because these official visits are starting earlier and earlier every year. And the first big official visitor that I've confirmed will be in town April 11th, and that's Javian Osborne. He's ranked as the number 6 running back prospect in the country out of Forney High School in Texas. He's the number 77 overall prospect. He's been to Athens recently earlier this year, and he told me, hey, this is a team I can see myself playing for. The staff asked me, hey, can we actually go into Texas and land you? Do we have a real shot? And he told the staff yes. Now, I still think this is more of a Michigan-Texas battle, but Georgia needs 2 really good running backs in this class. He's one of them, so he's a guy to keep an eye on, and he will be in town April 8th. Okay, moving right along, next month, May, a lot of official visitors there. One guy to keep an eye on, another out-of-state guy, someone that Georgia probably doesn't lead for, but we'll see if this visit changes anything, and that's Cedarian Morgan. He is a 4-star wide receiver out of Benjamin Russell High School in Alabama. He's ranked as the number 3 wide receiver in the country, number 18 overall. So this guy's basically a 5-star prospect, depending on the outlet you look at, but long, athletic, big playability. And again, he's an out-of-state kid from Alabama. Not easy to go into Alabama and steal a kid away from the Tide and the Tigers, especially with NIL right now. But he's taking an official visit to Georgia. We'll see how that goes, and that's the weekend of May 16th. Another guy who is committed to Auburn right now on my all-name team. 5-star name, Shadarius Tootle. Are you kidding me? Shadarius Tootle, a 4-star linebacker that I would love to see play in Athens. I would love to cover Shadarius Tootle in the red and black, but he's currently committed to Auburn. He's ranked as the number 6 linebacker prospect in the country, number 92 overall. Okay, so this kid's a baller. He's a top 100 player in the country out of Cottage Hill, Alabama. So again, not going to be easy to flip anyone committed to Auburn or Alabama that lives in that state. That state's crazy, okay? I grew up in that state as a young pup. I get the madness that is Auburn and Alabama over there. But hey, he's given Georgia an official visit May 16th, so a guy to keep an eye on. There's another in-state offensive lineman. I say in-state, from Georgia. I know those last 2 are from Alabama, but this kid plays up in North Georgia. He's one of the fastest rising offensive linemen in the country. For his name, I want to make sure y'all head over to Dawg Post to get that. But he's another big, nasty, mean offensive lineman who will be in town. May 30th, that's when they will have an elite 5-star top 10 prospect in the country in town for an official visit, one of the very best players in the 2026 class. Again, if you want that name, make sure you head over to Dawg Post to read the story. But this is shaping up to be one of the biggest weekends of the summer. And again, May 30th, they've got that big, massive, elite prospect in town, but they also have Caden Prothero coming to town. He is a big-time 4-star tight end, wide receiver out of Bowden High School. He's ranked as the number 3 tight end prospect, number 33 overall prospect in the country. He's my number 2 player in the state of Georgia. Big-time target for Todd Harley, and he'll be in town May 30th, as will Jordan Smith. He is a 4-star safety from Warner Robins, Houston County High School. He's the number 10 safety prospect in the country, number 103 overall. Big deal from the middle of the state. And from what I believe, what I've gathered, a pretty big Bulldog target. So he'll be in town then. Isaiah Williams out of Tavares High School in Florida. He's ranked as the number 4 linebacker prospect in the country, number 71 overall. Again, top 75 player in the country. Those are the guys you want to land. He's a 4-star linebacker who will be in town that weekend. Xavier Crowell is another top running back prospect who will be in town May 30th. He's ranked as the number 8 running back prospect, as the number 86 overall prospect from Jackson High School in Alabama. He was the number 1 ranked 2027 running back. He reclassified to 2026. Still a big deal. Going to be tough to land him, but he is very high on Georgia, no doubt about it, and he will be in town May 30th. One of their top edge defenders an elite edge defender, one of the best prospects in the state of Georgia, will be in town. If you want that name, head over to Dawg Post to read the story. And there's a few other guys. Carter Lucky is going to be in town. He's, of course, the brother of Lawson Lucky out of Norcross. He's the number 32 defensive lineman in the country. Zyke Helton is a four-star offensive lineman from Carrollton coming that weekend. Brandon Anderson, a four-star offensive lineman from North Cobb, is going to be in town that weekend. And I'll say this, another player from West Georgia that has a Georgia offer, wide receiver, defensive back, a guy that I'm probably high on, I think, than the rest of the industry. I think Georgia probably is the team to beat for this young man. And again, if you want to read more about him, head on over to Dawg Post. I'm reading the story right now that I've got up there. So Dawg Post members, they've known about these young men for quite a while, and this story's been up for at least 24 hours now. So again, I don't know if there's another early visitor list with this many names. I did a lot of work, so I want to make sure y'all are reading it. June 6th, another massive weekend. I'll give you the name of this kid, Savion Hunter, number 1 running back in the country, number 21 overall. Big deal. I think Georgia's probably battling Michigan for that top spot for him right now. I think the Wolverines lead, but this is a big opportunity for Georgia to possibly take the lead. June 6th is when he'll be in town. Bryce Perry Wright, an outstanding interior defensive lineman that Georgia was a little late on offering. He plays at Buford High School. He's the number 4 defensive tackle, number 57 overall prospect. He's going to be in town. The number 4 ranked safety is going to be in town. He's the number 39 overall prospect. For the latest on him and that young man's name, make sure you read the story on Dawg Post. Caden Harris is a 4-star cornerback from Haywood, Tennessee, the number 16 cornerback prospect. He'll be in town. Dre Quinn, a 4-star edge defender out of Greater Atlanta Christian in Norcross, the number 24 edge defender. He'll be in town. And then there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 other kids will be in town. Guys with Georgia offers are going to be in town that weekend. So if you want to read more on those young guys, especially 2 in-state wide receivers that earned a Georgia offer about a month ago, they're going to be in town. So you can read all about those guys over on the website. Moving right along, June 13th, another big one. Jared Curtis, 5-star quarterback, will be in town for his official visit that weekend. He's the number 1 quarterback, number 4 overall prospect. I've talked about him at length before for a long time. This is a Georgia-Oregon battle, and I think right now Oregon probably has the slight lead, but we'll see. We'll see if NIL opportunities can emerge. I'm sure both will have bigger, better opportunities than what they've already kind of offered him. We'll see, though, but that is a big weekend. Derek Cooper is going to be in town as well. He's the number 2 running back prospect, the number 23 overall prospect in the country. 4-star from Chaminade Prep High School in South Florida. He'll be in town June 13th. Zachariah Fort, a safety commitment. He's already on the commit list out of IMG Academy. He's the number 11 safety prospect, the number 107 overall prospect. He's going to be in town that weekend, as well as will Ikini Ogboko, his brother, blanking on his name. I'll think about it in a second. Nnamdi Ogboko. He is a big defensive tackle who was already on Georgia's team. He was a 3-star out of South Gardner High School. Big, massive interior guy that I think could have an opportunity to play some this year. But Ikini Ogboko is a tackle. He's the number 6 offensive tackle prospect in the country, number 52 overall prospect in the country as well. I think Georgia sits in a really good spot for him. So he will be in town with Jared Curtis and Derek Cooper June 13th. And then there's a few other guys as well. Some wide receivers, another interior offensive lineman. So should be another loaded week. And this isn't, we're still adding names left and right. So there are, again, some other top prospects that I have not confirmed with. So as big as these weekends I'm talking about, as big as they look already, they're going to get bigger and bigger again. So make sure you're on Dawg Post because I'm updating this every time I hear from someone. So make sure you're checking it out. June 20th, another big weekend. This one has 2 Georgia commitments coming to town. Jontavius Wyman, a 4-star cornerback commitment out of Jonesboro High School. He's going to be in town for his official visit. He's got a few others lined up too. So Georgia kind of needs to hold on to him. But just a do-it-all playmaker, offense, defense, special teams. This kid's electric. He's ranked as the number 15 cornerback prospect, the number 157 overall prospect in the country. And then Seven Cloud, a 3-star defensive tackle. He's at Butler Community College right now. He's going to be in town for that official visit. So shaping up to be a pretty good weekend as well. There's a 4-star offensive lineman, a 3-star offensive lineman, another 3-star offensive lineman, and then a middle Georgia wide receiver that is flying. His recruitment's taken off. He's got a Georgia offer. He plays at a Houston County High School for his name. I want to make sure y'all head over to Dawg. So June 20th, I'll probably continue to add some names there, but it's not nearly as big so far. And then June 13th, June 6th, and May 30th. I mean, that's boom, boom, boom. 3 gigantic weekends to kick off the summer and kick off basically the month of June. So yeah, just sharing some insight on some top Georgia targets. A lot of them have already scheduled their official visits to Georgia. So make sure you're checking out all of that over on the website for the latest and greatest Georgia Bulldog team and recruiting news. Y'all know where to go. It's dawgpost.com. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you over on the website.